Morning, it's the 9th of March, Wednesday today, midweek. I only had, let's see, one carb yesterday. We had burgers for dinner and I had two carbs. I had 2 slices of bread. Each was worth a carb, so that's the only carb I had all day. I had 2 meatballs for breakfast, and I had some chicken for lunch, and I had some pistachios. I don't know if there's carbs in my pistachios. And I had then the burger for dinner, and my husband fried up potatoes and asked me if I wanted it. I said no, I got my carbs in my bread, so I'm fine. That was it. Ran to the store and got another chicken. And yesterday I made up my stock with all the chicken carcasses that I had. Man, did that smell good. Because they're those rotisserie chickens, they have a whole different flavor than if I would do it in the oven. And it's a richer broth. Oh, I can't wait to make soup out of it this weekend. So I had that cooking all day. Used up my old celery I had, some carrot I had, some onion I had. So it's a great way to use up any vegetable that's kind of getting wilty in your fridge. Anyway, I ran to the store before dinner, so I bought an English cucumber and sliced that up when I got home. So I had that along with my hamburger and just put a little Caesar dressing on it. And I was plenty fine. He cooked up an extra burger, so I have one for today whenever I decide to eat it. Now, remember I was telling you about Dr. Oz and that guy arguing with him about, you know, the low fat and all that kind of stuff, and he was saying that the fat in bacon is the same fat that's in olive oil, and the same fat that's in a steak is the same fat that's in olive oil. And I was reading something on the computer last night, and it came up. The Huffington Post had a great big article in it about the low fat craze. And this doctor that was all low fat, wrote many books about low fat and how we should be eating low fat, has changed her tune now to we need fat and it's not bad. The fat isn't the thing that's killing us and blah blah blah. So it said something like the low fat craze is on its way out. And they said when the low fat craze came in, that's when America, they started adding more carbs and sugar into foods. And that's when the epidemic of obesity went haywire. And the diabetes number went up, and just crazy. It's a great article. Just go to Huffington Post, it should be on there. I don't know where I found it, it just kind of came up on something I must have subscribed to, but very interesting. And I think, I hope it catches on, but because the manufacturers, if they would stop adding all this sugar to stuff, you know, added sugar, but now you watch now, you know, it's going to be, they'll come up with a catchphrase for sugar and carbs, and then, you know, people will fall for it, and it'll still be loaded with something. It'll be something else that's bad for us. So the more natural you can eat, the better off we are. I was doing some looking on the GI again last night and what that was all about. And I remember a long time ago, I bought the GI book. It was the color-coded one, like a stop sign. The red GI was stop, don't eat, and it had a list of all those foods. And the green was go, meaning the good GI foods, and yellow was slow down, eat just a few of them. And it was saying that if you eat if every meal you eat, you add a low GI food to it, it helps your whole meal. It helps your whole meal slow down in digesting it, so it doesn't turn to sugar really fast. So just that tip alone, you know, you don't have to necessarily go all low GI foods, but if you add, kind of like what I was saying with the pistachios, if you eat a hand of pistachios before a pasta dinner, it slows that all down, which would cut that about in half, because it's not going to turn to sugar so fast. So that made sense then when I read that. Oh, I should have wrote down some of the low GI foods, but you can just Google low GI, and a whole list will come up of the low, medium, and the high. And basically, it's what I'm doing right now, but I didn't realize what's lower than not. Potatoes are awful. They're all on the high GI. Fresh mashed potatoes. The only thing that it says new potatoes, I don't know what a new potato is versus an old potato. New potato, are those the baby reds, the fresh from the farmer's market? I don't know. But it said new potatoes are in the medium, but all the other potatoes, French fries, everything like that is in the high. Sweet potato, so if you're going to have a potato, have a sweet potato. I've never had a sweet potato other than sweet potato fries. But I've really cut back on my potatoes, so I'm not real worried about it. And if I do decide to have potato, then I've got to have something from my low GI to counteract that potato so it doesn't turn to sugar so fast. Who knew? So that's about it. I didn't work out this morning. I did have my alarm set, had all intentions to go, and I woke up about 3:30, and we were supposed to get this big snowstorm, and we were supposed to have like 3 inches before, we even woke up, which we probably did get. It's pretty fluffy white out there, but it's so nice out. It's like 40 degrees, so all the snow is like sitting about that thick on top of the tree branches, and it's just beautiful out. But anyway, that was enough. I saw the snow coming down, and I thought, I'm not getting up at 5:15 in the morning to scrape a car, warm it up. Probably wouldn't have had to warm it up. Probably was beautiful out at that time. I talked myself right out of it. Went back to bed, changed my alarm, and went back to sleep. Got up, and I went out to shovel a little bit, so I did get some exercise. And I just thought, why did you do that? I have to, when I make my mind up to do it, I have to do it. Because I thought, then I kind of tossed and turned, and, oh, why did you do that? So I really don't soundly sleep after that. So it was kind of foolish to do that. And so I'm not going to play that game anymore. When I decide to go, I'm just going to go and not worry about it all night. I remember doing that before when I used to go work out at 5 in the morning. I remember like 2 hours out of my night tossing and turning thinking, do I want to work out? No, I don't want to work out. And then I'd talk myself right into it or out of it. Not too many times out of it, but usually I did that so much that I'd wake myself up and then I'd just go. So I have to get back. I have to just do it. I have to just get in the habit of just, when I say I'm going to do it, just do it, and there's no backing out of it. I think last night, because I heard we were getting the storm, I kind of had myself told in my brain that I probably wasn't going to go, and I think that's what happened. I had mentally already decided I wasn't going to go. Now, if it stays like this, we're only supposed to get another inch or two before 9, and, well, it's probably done already. It's 9:30. So, I should be able to go tonight. And that's okay. I can go either way. I got 4 miles in yesterday. Weight Watchers, I would have had 5 extra points I could have ate in food. So, that was kind of cool. And I did my arm weights yesterday, and I could feel it. I went to grab my coffee this morning, I was like, oh, my arms. Right in the bicep area. Very sore. So, I know I did something. And so it's probably good to give me a half a day off or a day off until tonight, and then I can maybe do the other arm machines that didn't work my bicep. So anyway, I just don't like to go at 5 because it's so busy. 5:30. I don't know what we're doing for dinner, so maybe I can go after that, when it's after that 5 o'clock rush. So that's about all I got. I feel real bloated in my stomach this week. I don't know what's going on there. You just know. You just know your body. And I feel, I put on a pair of sweats this morning that I haven't worn probably for a year, if that. But I remember the last time I wore them, they were tight. They were tight where they rode up in my butt area, so they made them shorter, you know, that kind of tight. And I put them on this morning, it was just like they were made for me. I mean, fit perfectly. Not tight anywhere. They just hang nice. Got my length back in them. So, you know, those kind of signs make you think, oh, it is hard, because when I get that feeling like I was talking about last week, that, oh, you know, it's not working for you, and, you know, just the goofiness that enters your head. It can do messes, but then when you put on a pair of pants and they fit, it's such a nice feeling to know that, oh, it is coming off, because I couldn't wear these before. I could actually wear these outside. All right, I'm over 10 minutes, so I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a good day. Bye.